Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Kuavadis and I'll be your guide and concierge tonight to tonight's gaming on Dark Deity. This is a strategy RPG game, and we're currently in the middle of running away from a war to try and resolve it without fighting in the war. Currently heading off towards the Sylvan Forest. Should just be a quick step in, step out, right? So with that, let's begin. After fleeing from the Sylvans, the party follows the cloaked figure through the dense jungle. Fearful of the Sylvans' pursuit, they keep a swift pace. No one speaks until they reach the temple. Eventually, they are able to catch their breath. There, rising between the trees, is the temple we seek. I know Alistair warned us not to delay. I'm not sure I expected a dash like this. Who is this Alistair?
Explain.
Wouldn't you like to know? Better yet, who are you? Exactly, who the heck are you? It's a mysterious one, have we? I am a bounty hunter of sorts. In Halfen, we are known as wet workers. And what about in other lands? I bet back in Etland, they call you the extremely vague and bad at explaining. A man in my line of work finds use for many names. This guy is so edgy. And how might that line of work have brought you to the Sylvans? Given how deadly he was at the elf camp, I think I can guess. Then I will not waste words. I must admit, you never seemed in danger of that. The Laniel, is it this? The temple? Yes, we should prepare. The Grand Vicar warned of a challenge. Well, there you have it, Wren of many names. We got where we were going. Your help is appreciated, but you're free to go.
You're mistaken.
No, you have stirred the Sylvan hive. I would not travel alone. Well then, I hope you like the creepy jungle temples. I suppose we could use the help, but you will follow our lead. Fine.
Rekindle your strength.
Take a moment to catch your breath and don't expect this to be easy. We take in only what we need and dare not take out more than necessary either. Okay. Now that Wren is part of the party. Actually. Oh, we're starting off with this already? Alright, before we do that, upgrades. Maeve. Go ahead and do that because she is amazingly good. Wren, what do we do with you? I've got you at the thief, right? In which case, it's probably this. But this really doesn't do any damage now that I've worked with it with Sia. Let's give him some proper knives. I mean, it feels like the balance. It's never a bad idea to take the balance, and I'm out of upgrades. Shop. Weapon token, tier 2s. Upgrades Wren, Dirk. And Dirk. Okay. Irving, you're right. Who else should I upgrade? Samara? She doesn't need to be upgraded, she's fine. Orima. It's very useful to have Orima on the team. Upgrades Orima. Orima, there you are. Alden. Lincoln. It's mostly just for a counterattack. He doesn't need to. I'm not using Ford. Helena, Elias, Benji. Brooke. Sia, Marin. I'm not really using her. I'm not really using you either. Alright, with that, let's save. Now, I guess we've got a bunch to read again already. Wow, okay. Off on a new journey, or off on a new adventure. I'm sorry, I know Etland is farther from home than you prefer to go. My wishes aren't important. the work to be done with these humans is. I pray that it doesn't turn out to be too important. A student from Cosmere, he is exceedingly powerful. I know of him. Your counselors weren't the only ones keeping track. I do not believe it is within his motive to raise the dead. It is unlikely he is this necromancer we've heard tell of. The necromancer, no. The one from the battlefield, maybe. He has been suspected at the heart of 100 conspiracies in as many years, and not once did he turn out to be at fault. I feel a certain sympathy for him. He was never given a chance to acclimate to a normal life.
Pardon?
You feel you can relate to him? Very much so. We fear what we cannot understand. It is a mortal failing, but a constant one. Yet here we stand. Out of the most renowned exiles born into a Grand Inquisitor, perhaps our people are growing more understanding.
Not so fast.
I am not so optimistic. Don't make me ride to Faldaran to tell your wife you're being pessimistic. I said not optimistic. This is different from pessimistic, as Alethos well knows. Delaniel, you have been my warden for over 20 years, and it's been that long since we faced prejudice for it. A person's hatred needs not to be stated for me to know it is there. Many see me as a monster. What? Why would you be seen as a monster? And many see me as a corrupt bureaucrat, with too much power and too big a jurisdiction. We make a great pair. We do. Picture my surprise when the only half-elven Inquisitor showed up to the council meeting. I've wanted to meet you for a long time.
Pardon?
Oh? And what, pray tell, do you know of me that would merit such a desire? Aside from my cultural sensitivities and interest in the historically significant? Yes, aside from those things. Aside from the reasonable desire to know one's traveling companions and become friends?
That's correct.
Point taken, Corvin. Aside from those things, you have a look of recognition in your eyes that goes beyond any text. You truly do the stories justice. Do you happen to know my surname? I take it you'll tell me if I don't.
Certainly.
Quite right. My surname is that of a long-running Moon Elf clan, Galavar. Your Cormac's little nephew, Corvin?
You've done well.
That I am. And we grew close before my travels to Etland. He told me much of your time together. What a small world. Nothing too bad, I hope. Nothing bad. The old elf practically worships you. No, he saved my hide just as much as I saved him. I spent 100 years getting the best education on the continent, and he still knew a far sight more than I did. Well, he has what, nearly a centuries of life on you? Can't remember. Hard to keep track. He presented himself much younger than he actually was. Yes, that he does, doesn't he? I'd love to pick your brain when we have more moments. And where the heck did I go? I just realized. There we go. Oops. I got pushed off screen there for some reason. Yes, he does that, doesn't he? I'd love to pick your brain when we have a little more time.
Actually,
I think I'd be delighted for you to do that. It's been too long since I spent any real time with your kin.
Brilliant.
Excellent. It's a quick and sweet conversation. Not for Ren. Hey Ren, you're a long way from home. You are not so close yourself. I guess not. Definitely saw more of a Terra than I expected to this year. I imagine you feel the same?
Mistaken.
I have always traveled for business to meet the needs of my clients. Got it. Cryptic for sure, but I think I get the idea. My work demands a certain degree of confidentiality. I can imagine. What was your occupation before all this? Well, I was in the army, if you can believe that, wearing different colors than Irving and his friends. But we saw eye to eye when it came to protecting civilians. Before then, I don't know. Might describe myself as a local friendly face. Hunter to some, poacher to others. It's a matter of perspective sometimes. Poacher. With a reputation like that, you might have made a fitting target to the right client.
Seriously?
That's a disturbing thought I'd rather not entertain. No use worrying about it now. Of course not. Now I'm just an accomplice to some treasonous revolutionaries. Who could be bothered by that? Many people, actually. That's my point. Well, at least you have excellent protection. Talking about yourself? Of course. You know what? That's good to know. I feel safer already. Good. Is there anyone else? No. Irving. Irving Garrus. Feeling any better? You look better. I'm glad I don't look worse. Hard to imagine what that would look like at all. Thanks, Garrick. Don't mention it. So, your father's an interesting character. He's certainly larger than life. He has your same commanding presence. That must be where you get it from. I suppose it's possible. Is he all you expected to be? I'm not sure what I expected. He's impressive to be sure, but still a man. I'm told this is a stage most children go through, often later in life, where they discover their parents' limitations and flaws. I'm not so familiar with it myself, as I was painfully aware of my own father's flaws to the moment I was capable of awareness in any capacity. Yes, Garrick, anyone who's spoken to you for more than a moment knows that. I'm also told consistency of character is something to be admired.
Not quite.
I'd like to know where you've been getting your advice. Oh, you know, just things I picked up here and there. Then maybe you should be more careful with your hands.
What do you know?
Funny you should say that. I've been told that before too. I'm sure you have. Garrick, you've been picking things up here and there. Is that going to be safe? We're not going to have police chasing after us, right? That pelt. That one you've been tanning, was it your kill?
Huh?
Yeah, not too long ago actually. Sorta just wandered into camp. Fortunate. For me, yeah. Not so much for the little guy. It doesn't look to be little. Figure of speech. I see. Do you enjoy the hunt? I do. Helps clear the mind somehow. Especially when I can get out there in the wild. You find solace in nature. Yeah, in the quiet mostly. I'm sure you understand that best of all. I did have an occasion to travel to Escarnus one frost sol. I was struck by the snow. Nature's silence usually draws one's attention to sounds not otherwise heard. But this was true silence. And yet somehow, it wasn't empty. It was full. I think I know what you mean. I'd actually never seen snow before I joined the army. When I did, there was something almost supernatural about it. It was beautiful. You're wise to take time to notice such things. A heart that makes no room for wonder grows easily hardened. Sometimes, I wonder if I couldn't use a little bit of that, toughen up a little. Nonsense. Your generous heart is a gift. Just think, if it weren't for your concern to the lives of innocents, fate may not have brought you to us, and Red Hill might have shared the same fate as Alaris. That's not a pretty picture. No, it is not. I, for one, am grateful for any circumstances that align your path to ours. Wow, that's quite a compliment. Thanks for saying that, Helena. I'm grateful to be here too. And Benji, mother of terror, what is that smell? Oh, Benji, sorry about that. Just finished up some barbecuing.
Let me get some of that.
What are you saying sorry for? No need for that if you got some to share. Yeah, that's just it, Benji. What? What's just it? I don't. You don't want to share? It's more than I sort of, ate it. Hey, don't look at me like that. I didn't know you were a man of such refined taste. Next time, I'll make enough for both of us. How's that? Oh, when's next time? Next time, I have a fresh kill. You get those a lot? As often as I can. Well, don't forget.
Relax.
Alright, tough guy, relax. I won't forget. Benji's really a barbecue eater, huh? Monroe. Well, you handled yourself well enough against those elementals. Though I would rather have known about your condition in the first place. You're right. I should have told you, I'm sorry. Yes, you most certainly should have, but on the bright side, I'm much more confident in your capabilities now than I once was. I'm not sure I would have come out of that so spotless without you. Or without our new friends. Friends, yes. Do you think they can be trusted?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think so, but I'm not always a good judge of that. There's something about them, a strange mix. Airborne royalty, alien officers, other more well-traveled types. They have potential. Like they would really leave a mark on this world. Is that why we're following them? To see what they do? When people this important take an interest in objects as powerful as these aspects they speak of, it becomes a personal interest to someone in my position. You understand?
That sounds right.
Of course. What about your business in Halfen? I thought it was important. It was, but this more so. Why? I'm not sure really. I guess I'm glad we're sticking with them. Then you do trust them? I think so. Well, let's hope time proves your intuition's correct. Let's hope. Next is Bianca and Monroe. Monroe, it's nice to finally meet you.
Explain.
Why? It's good to see a familiar face. It makes me nostalgic for home. Familiar face? I haven't the slightest clue who you are.
Huh?
What? We lived in the same district for 10 years. I saw you around all the time.
Ugh.
Not pleasant to think I had stalkers in Sojourn, though perhaps unsurprising.
Not even.
Stalker? You bought dyes from my parents' shop at least 100 times. Ah, you're the dyer's brat. I don't recall ever entering the shop myself. Alright, your servant bought from the shop 100 times. You mean to tell me you never even came in?
Naturally.
I can't imagine why I would want to. Thanks, you know, I've heard quite a few stories about you. Oh good, back to the stalker bit. Funny, we've only been speaking a moment and it's already getting old.
No thanks.
I wasn't stalking you. Half the nobles came through my parents' shop. I heard all sorts of things. Well then I'd imagine you would have heard I don't endeavor to spend more time with commoners.
Ugh.
I have. And I had hoped the rumors were overplayed in that regard. Hardly. I stoked those rumors myself. You made those rumors yourself?
Was that all?
If you have to ask, you wouldn't understand. May I be on my way, or will you follow me and watch from the shadows?
Definitely.
Fine, be on your way. I guess I was wrong thinking you want to hear what Joyce Valtira had to say about you.
Explain.
Joyce? Tell me, now. We're a long way from Sojourn, Valberin. Maybe ask nicely, and I'll tell you.
Fool.
You've wasted more than enough of my time already. Bianca, you are professional at getting underneath his skin, and I like that. Your skills are much improved, Alden. Your form is excellent. Have you noticed any results? I think so. I'll feel more in control now. Good. That is the mark of a skilled fighter. Sometimes the bigger spells still get the best of me though. I wouldn't worry about that too much. You'll find that happens less as you practice and grow. How did you get to be such a great fighter anyway?
The arena.
I started young, like yourself. Arena was all my family ever knew. How old were you when you entered your first match? Just 16.
Wow.
Wow, that's only a couple years older than me. And you're well on your way to surpassing my achievements. That's hard to imagine. Samara and Corvin were talking about you. They said, you never even lost a drop of blood in the arena. Is that true? I wish it were. That would have been a much more comfortable life. No, I'm afraid that's somewhat exaggerated, though you'll find a story like that has its purposes. I wonder if they'll tell stories about our adventures. I'm sure someone will, whether we're portrayed as heroes or troublemakers. That remains to be determined. By what? By whether or not we win. Well, you seem to be pretty good at that. I appreciate the compliment, young sorcerer. I admit, Your own spirit inspires me. I'm glad to hear it. Think about it. What else have we spent all this time training for? I know we'll win in the end. Indeed, with the help of the gods. Then Vesta and Lincoln, right? Vesta, I didn't get the chance to say this that night, but we were fortunate to find you in the temple. We'd come across undead before at Drakenweld, but never in such force. I wouldn't have known the first thing about cleansing their necrotic energy. I'm quite sure we owe you our lives. In the meantime, you have my thanks.
Effort duly rewarded.
Well, I'm not sure you would have found me alive had you not arrived when you did, so I'm more than willing to call it even. Perhaps we both have the gods to thank.
Indeed.
Yes, we always do. You're not from Delia, are you? No, Harmon. Then you're familiar with the god of my
By
devotion.
your grace, Fame.
Yes, Fane is the patron of our people, among those who fear the gods anyway. So, anyone beyond the walls of the capital? Unfortunately, that's quite accurate. Voran's harsh political climate doesn't lend itself well to
I'm
religion.
afraid not.
I disagree. The people of Voran have simply taken up a different religion of their own. Perhaps you're right. In any case, I'm glad to be far from it. As am I. I'm grateful for the crossing of our paths, Captain.
Honor the gods with this victory.
May they lead us to victory, to the glory of the gods. To the glory of the gods. And there we go. That's everyone. Let's save. With that done, let's see here. Inventory. Ooh. Look at that. Hold on to these. Do I want to remove anything? I could put this on Ren instead. Nah. Let's leave things where they are. No need to worry too much about it. No need to worry about too much. Okay, next chapter. After this chapter, I might need to upgrade my weapons more. Alright, choose my units. What do we have? Oops, resume. Map prep. We have mages, cultists. Oh, this is a big map. Let's see, this way, clerics. What's this? Oh, for that treasure chest. Steal the relic from the cultist so it can guide you to the trial of the soul. Oh, who is that? Now? Who's now? So, we have to get to all of these treasures? Alright, let us decide on our route. Actually, let's choose our characters first. Oops. Vesta. We got 2 healers already. One and 2. I don't need both of you guys. Ren's great and all. I don't need everyone. I need Garrick for the cutting. I have a lot of slashing. I don't need this many slashing. Let's drop Ren. Let's bring Benji. We have mages, so I want to bring Sophia as well. Do I really want to use Benji? Nah. Let's not use Benji. Do I have enough rogues? I have no rogues on the team right now. That's not good. 1, 2 mages. I don't need so many. I don't need you. Bring you. Need a rogue. Orvin and Caius. I don't need 2 striders. Let's drop Caius. Bring Maeve. Let's see here. Where are the other rogues that are available? Don't really have anyone. I guess I could bring Vesta, or should I bring Elias instead? Nah, let's use Helena. Oh, man, I want to use more characters. Let's do a quick save first. Now, map prep. You're good against these guys here. You're great against that guy there. In fact, you want to be over on this side and just start disabling people. Healers. Healers. I need 2 healers. Irving, who are you going to be useful for? I don't see it. I don't see what you're helpful for. Monroe. Down there. You can go down as well. You're good for that side. You're good for this side. Priest, not for a year. Monroe. The mages. How many mages on this side? 1 mage and a lot at the back. Ooh, that's a... Witch Hunter can go on either side. Bianca as a Gale. Should I replace Bianca? Drop Bianca, then I can bring Elias instead. I do that. If Elias is here instead, where's Elias here? He would be very helpful against a lot of these enemies, so let's bring him in here. Okay, Priest goes on this side. I don't know where to send Monroe yet, but I think that is good.